Konami is suing Umamusume. Why?
What the fuck?
Yes, in earlier news as of May 17, 2023, Cygames issued a statement saying that Konami was suing them for patent infringement in regards to Umamusume. Cygames issued the statement at 1:17 in the morning for today. I was already asleep, so imagine my surprise when I wake up to this news that Cygames was getting sued. Cygames has issued a statement and released some documents, mainly just like 2 pieces of documents. We'll be exploring that, as well as some Twitter detectives that seem to have figured out what may, or have some idea of what could be causing the patent infringement. And so we'll be taking a look at that. Here's the document that Cyber Agent released, which is 2 pages. It's like 6 points, right? So the court and data filing, which was in Tokyo, Japan, the Tokyo District Court, sorry. Second point of the first point is the date on which the lawsuit was filed, which was March 31st, 2023, which was pretty early. Next up is the date on which the complaint was delivered. That's when Cygames received the documentation for the patent infringement, which was on May 10th, 2023, which was a week ago, and it took them, a week to get their lawyers together to issue this statement, Now, the outline of the plaintiff, the name Konami Digital Entertainment, of course, the representatives, blah, blah. Point 3 is the details of the claim. The nature of the claim. Claim for damages due to patent infringement by Umamusume Pretty Derby, operated by Cygames. Request for an injunction against the production, usage, and provision through telecommunication lines of Umamusume Pretty Derby. So it's targeting the game app, basically, because telecommunication through the phone app. So it's requesting for injunction against the production, usage, and provision to basically pull the game off the stores, stopping function of the games as a service. And they're also, and not only that, they're asking for money, the amount of money claimed for damages and others, and its subject matter. The amount claimed, 4 billion yen, and the amount of the relevant delay charges. And the subject matter, Umamusume. This is depressing as all heck, and I think this translates to about $30 million USD. Cause and background of the lawsuit. Point 4. Cygames has been in discussion with Konami Digital Entertainment regarding patent rights for certain parts of the game, system, and program of Umamusume Pretty Derby, operated by Cygames. However, Cygames' opinion was not accepted by Konami Digital Entertainment, which resulted in the lawsuit being filed. So, I can cover that in a bit, but in the next tab. But yeah, yada yada yada. This is, I guess, relevant to the outline of subsidiary. Since Cygames is under Cyber Agent, future outlook. Point 6, Cyber Agent believes that there is no such fact that Umamusume Pretty Derby has infringed the patents of Konami Digital Entertainment. Therefore, we will clarify our legality through the response to the case. It is difficult to reasonably calculate the impact of the matter on our business performance at this point. We will promptly announce any issues that should be disclosed in the future. And on the official Cygames website, I translated this through Google Translate. So the date is wrong. It is March 31st, 2023. I don't know why it translates to 2019. I'll refresh it, and you can see 2023, March 31st. And there's no mention of 2019 anywhere in that first paragraph. Our company has been engaged in good faith discussions with Konami Digital Entertainment regarding patent rights for part of the game system and program for Umamusume Pretty Derby. However, our views were not accepted by Konami Digital Entertainment, and a lawsuit was filed. We believe that Umamusume Pretty Derby does not infringe on the patent rights of Konami Digital Entertainment, and we will clarify the legitimacy of this in the court of the proceedings related to this lawsuit. We apologize for the inconvenience for our customers and related parties, but Umamusume will continue to provide services. So that's good, right? And considering that this is a patent infringement case, it could take years for this to resolve. So there's that. However, if they do start, they could get an injunction or something like that, and then like try to get it like shut off during like the initial hearing. Maybe. But I don't know how Japan's court system works out, right? Ooh, I really hope they don't do that. The injunction thing. I think that's what what Epic tried to do with Apple, right? Earlier last year. So from the statement, we can probably assume that Cygames was contacted by Konami about the patent infringement. Cygames tried to talk with Konami, but Konami wasn't having it, and communication probably shut down, right? And so and then they got the filing for the patent infringement, and now they have to go to court, right? So yeah, that's a bad thing. So this really just kind of harkens back to the messed up part of patent infringements and copyright and all that. It stifles creativity, and really just which is really a pain, because a lot of games derive ideas from each other. Like you wouldn't have Digimon and Pokemon and Monster Rancher and Metabots, right? If they weren't trying to copy off or try to find copy off Pokemon during that boom in the late 90s. It does remind me, well, way back, like flashback, PTSD flashbacks, back when a little game called Simpsons Road Rage. And it was the basic of premises. Crazy Taxi, but with a Simpsons skin. And that's where the problem starts, right? And so if you're familiar with Crazy Taxi, you're supposed to be like a Simpsons character who is basically providing like a taxi service, because Mr. Burns is being a corporate a-hole, right? He was making like radioactive buses and killing people. So the character starts a taxi cab, and it's very Crazy Taxi. Even with the arrow on the top of the screen, and that's where Sega had issues. They did file a patent infringement, and Fox Games did ultimately have to settle. And I don't know like what happened afterwards, but I assume that the game did get pulled, right? Fox did settle in court, but it doesn't give me like any other information. I mean, Sega got money out of it, so of course. But I can't really find anything else about like if they continue to sell the game. And then the other case is why now, right? It's like Umamusume is like in its second year, and Konami couldn't have like done this like during the first year or second year. I find it kind of suspicious, really, and more of a maybe they're trying to patent troll, right? And that's what a lot of people seem to be thinking. So it's all speculative at this point. We won't really know. I can't disregard Konami behavior, because this is probably something I can imagine them doing, especially with like how they treated Kojima. This isn't out of the realm of possibility that they're patent trolling. And there was a guy like Tim Langdale who owned the copyright. Different case, I guess. Not really a patent, but he did have the copyright for like the word edge. And basically, he threatened to sue anybody that had the word edge in it. So Mirror's Edge, Cross Edge. In the case of Mirror's Edge, he tried to sue EA, and EA won that one. And Tim Langdale lost the copyright for Edge. So it was a win for EA, I guess. I mean, ultimately a win for creativity, but EA. But, one less guy to troll the court system. Well, we can check some of the Twitter detectives, and it does seem that Umamusume is patent infringing on a game called Pro Baseball or something like that. E-Baseball, sorry. Which is like this cutesy, like sim training with baseball. It's like cutesy. It's a long-standing series at Konami. It's like one of their most popular series, spanning like multiple systems, and generations. And it has some similarities. So apparently, Umamusume uses a system that's similar to the e-baseball series, which has like a support system which triggers during training. Like it triggers events during training, kind of like how Umamusume does it in their game when you're training a Umamusume. And like Twitter detectives are OP, dude. So I guess like, you know, some people have taken screenshots. Thank you, Unasora, who has this, basically, a Techie Shuttle during a training. And then you get something like this, right? And so it's probably like, and it does mention systems, so this might be an issue. But also people are kind of like mentioning that the patent expired back in 2020, so there must be like a different patent that we're not aware of. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when the court hearing goes in. So, god dang it. It just makes me, like, I can't even like be mad. I just kind of gotta give respect for Konami for gaming the system, right? Like, some people like mentioned that Konami likes to make patents of like systems, and it seems to be a thing in Japan. Like Bandai Namco has like a patent on mini games during loading screens. So if you wonder why, oh, my voice is thrown out. If you wonder why we don't get like weird things to do during a loading screen, yeah, blame Bandai Namco or Bandai or whatever. It was something. And then there was another one that's like, there was another game that used like you could find treasure with the rumble of the controller. It would like rumble in a certain way, and when you get closer. Yeah, and they would try to like sue people for that if somebody tried to copy it. So yeah, not cool. Now, am I worried? Oh yeah, I am worried. On the off chance that they shut down Umamusume if Cygames loses, but then like, you know, we'll see. I guess. I got my fingers crossed. In hopes that Cygames gets out of this all right. I guess they could always settle, but then you would be playing into Konami's hand, right? That's what they want, money. They want money out of this, and seeing how Umamusume is like one of the highest earning gacha games in Japan right now, I could see why Konami wants that. They want the money, and they'll do anything that they can to make that money. So yeah, I'm not happy about it. I really do hope Konami gets their just desserts. Man, there's been all these rumors too. Well, we'll see how it works out next week during the PlayStation Showcase if those rumors were true about it. It does put a heavy cloud over everything, right? So we'll see, I guess. They have like good people working there, but it's just the higher ups, right? It's just really sad. So yeah, that's the current situation with Umamusume. If you're just seeing it pop up on Reddit and Twitter, or you see it probably here. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. What's your opinion on all of this? Really, it's not cool. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below on what you think, and I will probably make a video if anything else pops up in the near future over this dark lingering cloud over us. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.